Welcome back to another episode of the Prius. Last week I finished up doing the Reflectix, and this week I'm going to be doing the aspen wood and the foam insulation. Let's jump in. Remember last week, maybe the week before, I realized that I had done the Reflectix wrong. Let's recap. Let's go over this Reflectix controversy. So let's just get it out of the way that it's already done. I already made the mistake. I already glued the Reflectix. It's poof, gone. Have to problem solve from here further, or completely rip out the Reflectix and make it worthless and it might not come off properly, blah 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 blah. Not doing it. In hindsight, maybe I would have done a different layer order, and it would have been foam and then Reflectix and then the foam. Maybe double Reflectix, but it's hard because it's going to be your car floor. It's like you can make it a floor, but still your car floor. It's lumpy, it's weird. So the way that I have it, metal Reflectix, it works as a complete conductor and heat just passes straight through that. And I would just roast my little bunny alive, and that's not going to happen because I also have 4 cats. So I am creating an air gap, and to do that I'm using this aspen wood, and then I will put the foam on top of it and take the foam in. That'll create a dead air gap, which what I'm assuming means is that it's a dead space, like you can't really get into it, and then it gives Reflectix that space, and then it's closed off, and the air can circulate through there and do what it needs to do. Alright, so I got the floor, the aspen wood, and the foam installed on the passenger side. Hopefully it'll work out. I don't know that the passenger seat's going to be physically able to fit, so I may have to make sure I do it differently for that side, and I'm definitely... At first I was really nervous. I really was like, oh no, this aspen wood, like this is not gonna work. But then I taped down the foam and I just made it so that the foam, like, it was a dead air gap underneath of this. So now it's a dead air gap, and this is like super powerful waterproofing Gorilla Tape that says, not electrical tape, like it says do not put it on anything if you do not want it to not come off. Like, it is so permanent, waterproof. Fingers crossed. I got it for my kayak so that I could reinforce the bottom, and now that I've used it, I think that I actually may do it. I got really scared when I started putting it on. I'm like, oh, permanent, oh no. But it's super flexible, will create its own seal. Some places I'm not capable, like physically able to seal, because there's like metal and a box. But let me turn it around. Okay, so here's the front, and I left that space open because that's where the other seat part connects. So it may still connect here, but I'm a little worried with how much push and space there is. I'm wondering if I should have cut it a little closer. And then any spot that wasn't sealing to itself or created one of these on the end, then I retaped. Like, I should retape that. But I'm talking to you, so I won't right now. This one kind of looks haphazard, but that's all I can do for right now for that. And everything up there has a nice seal around it, and should just be able to lay the vinyl. Let's see. Oh, see, some of it peels off, so those are places where I know I need an extra layer. Okay, see, so I resealed this an extra layer down so that it won't pop up as much. This popped up when I stood on it, and then I resealed that guy. So now his little imperfection is inside, and there's a complete seal around him. So it goes Reflectix, aspen wood, and then foam. And now it's ready for vinyl. I won't do the vinyl until maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. We'll have to. Fingers crossed for me, man. I need it. I have this vent though, and I don't know how I'm going to accomplish this. Like maybe I just duct tape him into place. But honestly, like he needs to go down. He kind of needs to go underneath the foam. But I can't do that. And see how he comes out here? There's one on the other side too. Oh, this must be the air conditioning. To push air. See, I thought it was some sort of vent, but it must be part of the air conditioning. To push air into the back seat. Okay, well maybe I just won't have this one. And he'll just come out there. Because the vinyl, like I don't want to cut a hole. I'll cut a hole in the vinyl, but then it'd be blowing right into Maple's room. So this way I can have it blow elsewhere. So I'm gonna have to make sure that that's what that is, that it's the AC, and see if I can keep him diverted. Okay, so last night I tweaked my neck real bad, but I stretched it out for quite a while. And I'm able to like move around for the most part without any like extreme pain. The aspen wood in, and then tomorrow I'll do the vinyl. And I have no idea. I don't have anything planned out past then. Like you got time, you're gonna get it. I have to figure out what to do for the seat and what to do for the trunk area. I'll have leftovers of both the foam and the aspen wood. And
put your seat the whole way back, take out the 2 front bolts, put your seat the whole way forward, take out the 2 back bolts, take it out through the back. Success. Yes. Take out the carpet. Look how happy I am. Look, I got it done.
all right, so the floor is out. That side is done. Gonna do this side. So to get started, I think I'm gonna use this afterwards. I have 3 other ones for the back seat and then for over there as well. So to get started, I'm gonna lay the aspen wood fit into here and into here, a little square. And then I'm gonna fit the foam on top, and then see, okay, so this is how much clearance you really typically have. And then I'm gonna figure him out later. And I have to make sure that the seat can still go in. So the seat comes this way. I saw it when I was taking it out. So see this one, how it comes up so high? I'm gonna make sure I prevent that on this side, because this driver's seat has to go in no matter what. And it's a bar that will attach here, kind of comes off a little at an angle this way after it's flat, and then it'll connect here also down straight.
After I got the foam laid the first time, I went back around and just made little finishing touches, trimmed a little bit more and taped it down more securely. I did film the other side. You can't see it very well because I had the camera angle wrong, so I didn't include it. When I did this, you could use different types of tools. This was all I had available to me, and I made it work. These are just regular anti-fatigue mats. I picked them up at a home goods store like Home Depot, but not Home Depot. I got the idea for the foam insulation from Jake on YouTube that did it in place of the regular foam, so a little bit more waterproof, and I will link him below.
I've been sitting here just thinking and thinking. I don't know what to do, because I want to make sure that the vinyl, you know, sits in as easy as possible. And it's like, yeah, it kind of dips in a little bit, but that's fine as long as it's not like super lumpy. And I'll trim the corners and put Flex Seal on there to like seal those corners, but it'll just be like the carpet, you know, it won't be laying down there completely. But then the carpet has those extra pieces of foam in different places, so I'm like, do I flatten this part out a bit so that it covers it better here, and then if I do that, do I use the aspen wood first so that I make sure I create my air gap? It's like, and then I'm kind of losing a lot, but I wouldn't be. It's probably, you know, would basically be flush afterwards. But then do I do it here? And I'm thinking about doing it for my butt seat, because I like the butt seat. So I'm just here at an impasse. Okay, so I cut this open and made a slot for this. I was going to tape the pieces down under it, but then I would have had to make a lot more effort to make it level. And this is pretty much level now. So I only taped it to here, which technically leaves like an opening here for moisture or air to get through, which I'm a little annoyed about, but I don't really want to take it and fold it down because it's going to go down at an angle, and then I have to layer more and then put a piece over top of it. Part of me thinks I should still do it, but right now this is how it is. So I took and cut this piece out like this, boom, and cut the aspen wood out from underneath of it, and I did that to here as well. And then I've taped under this so there's room, and tape to the ground to where the vent is. But now, because before there was a huge gap, like a massive gap here, because I had way too much stuff. So now it's flush and just seems nicer. But to be quite frank, this floor is quite hard. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how. If I bend it too much, it makes it not as sturdy, and in some places you can even see imperfections and basically a hole, you know. So I ate some food. I'm probably not going to finish today, but I may put my seat back in so that I can drive it. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should try doing the vinyl again. I wish I hadn't cut so big of a piece, because we totally could have used this upstairs in my bedroom, but it wouldn't have lasted very long. It's very cheap, and I thought about it's pretty thin, but if I had gotten thicker it would have been less malleable. Anyway, so maybe I'll get a heat gun, rent a heat gun and try and use that to work it into its spaces tomorrow. We went and got takeout last night and they forgot my pie, so like I kind of like to eat my pie tonight. And I've just been fixing the foam and leveling that out as much as possible, because I think that that's going to be important. I'm at an impasse, so I think I'm just going to let myself think. I still have quite a bit of foam though, so I am thinking about like cutting more sheets, especially for the driver. And maybe, I don't know. Another part of me, like I have enough vinyl for 2 tries, so I ended up like scrapping my first try, and I'm going to use that to try and create a mold, a better mold than what the carpet is, for what the size is that I actually need. And if not, I have looked at like a laser fit carpet liner that basically covers all of the carpet, so you couldn't even tell that the carpet was there, but then I'd be putting the carpet back down, so then I'd have to clean the carpet, make it so it's not nasty, and then put the carpet back in, which isn't an impossibility either. I just don't want that. And like the liner's leather, and I haven't found another brand that's just like vinyl, but which one's worse, you know? One is an animal and the other one causes a lot of pollution and never goes away from the environment. So like, pick your freaking poison. And I'm not sure which poison I want. So it's kind of a rough patch.